Alright, everybody, here we go. The final match of the round robin phase, and we're just going to get rid of pretty much all these. I really don't think I need Bloodlust in this deck. It really hasn't done anything for me. We haven't seen it used yet for me. It's sort of dependent on focusing on building a board that you can kind of just keep rolling with and then use the Bloodlust to just finish them off. And I think my deck is a little bit slow for that, so I might have to change out Bloodlust if I want to keep using the Shaman deck. I think when I threw it in there, it was just an option. I figured it's an option. It's something I can do. You know, if I do have 4 things on the board and I draw into it, then maybe I can kill somebody. But I think when you're making a Hearthstone deck, you need to be a little bit more focused than that on exactly what the deck itself is geared to do. Okay, we got an invite, so there's a chance that might let him watch our game. Okay, so there is that little totem. I'm going to respond by not letting it get through. It's not a totem, it's a whirling Zap-O-Matic, but it looks like a totem. It's kind of like a shaman totem, but mech. So what is he thinking about? We kind of know the cards he has, and there's a possibility that he's got too many spells again in his hand. But I think if he has Rockbiter, the best option here might be just to clear off these wolves. Say he's going to buff up his taunt totem and clear one wolf. And now I have 1 mana, so I can't do anything. And that's why it's better to play this on turn 3 instead of turn 2 with the coin, because then at least you're going to be going into turn 4 with 2 mana, and you can at least play a totem. But I don't think it's going to affect us too much in the long run in this game. And coming into turn 4 with 4 whole mana is very useful when you're hanging on a pile of Shredders. So let's see what he's got for that. I would assume, yeah, we know he's got at least 1 Hex, that's for sure. And there's his own Feral Spirit. Question is, can we get off a really big lightning storm here? Because I would hate for it to roll low on these and have to use these anyway when I'm going to have to do that in the first place. We'll see. We'll see what totem we get. If I don't get it, I'm just going to play the Unbound Elemental. Yep. Okay. So get him out. Hit that one, and we'll kill this one, because we stay alive anyway. And this is what Bloodlust is for, but I don't know. I might just lose the 1 right now. It depends on what he wants to use to mop me up. He could have a Lightning Bolt. We've seen Lightning Bolts. But he is overloaded, so we can't do a huge amount here. Just 4 mana. I think he's hoping to get a healing totem out of this one. If he doesn't, then my Searing Totem gets to push straight through that one for free. That worked out pretty well, so we'll clear these 2 off. I'm going to go face, and let's see, what do we want to do with the other mana that we have? I think Totem, Powder Shredder. It's like repeats. Keep pressure on. And I've got a lot of answers in hand right now. I've got 3 damage, I've got a Hex, I've got the Hammer. And in case he pulls out a weapon, we got the ooze. I don't know if we saw a weapon from this shaman deck yet, though. I don't think he has one. There might be one Stormforged axe, but I don't think we've seen it. If we have, we've only seen it once. Boy, he gets good. He just hits those taunt totems every time. Excuse me. He's going to kill Pilot Shredder. And we both have something to leave behind. Oh, look at that. I got my own little taunt, and it's not a very good taunt because it will damage my stuff. So, now is a fantastic time for Lightning Storm. You know, we're going to have 4 mana left over, so not really much else we're going to be able to do. I'm going to just totem up and bring the pain. And we could even bring Face Pain. I don't think, I mean, I know there's a Stormwind champion in that deck, but maybe I'll save this. I'll save this in case we have to use it to get through a taunt, like Ascension, and then we can just throw down the Bloodlust and win the game. So with 8 mana, what are you thinking about, sir? We see Ascension, that's 4, that would leave him with 4 more. He's going to throw a Totem down first. He probably has another Totemic Call in his hand, but he's going to want to maximize the value of that by getting a couple Totems down. I mean, or Totemic Might, that was the one. But yeah, I just don't think there's a lot else he can do, so that being the turn, that will be the game. Alright, Shaman versus Shaman. What a surprise, Shaman wins. On to my mage. And ironically, I know that he is also playing a mage, so we'll see if he decides to stick with his Shaman there or if he wants to go mage as well. And I think either way I've got the advantage here. I think my cards, my collection is just too developed, despite just the general experience. But yeah, he's sticking with Shaman, and I just don't think he's going to have any answers for what I'm bringing. And I go first. So why don't we just throw everything back and hope to pull out some Clockworks. That's right, we got things like Frost Shock in here as well. Now, am I going to need Big Game Hunter? That's a question. I don't think I'm going to need Big Game Hunter. I don't think he has a War Golem. So this is kind of a dead card. I might just have to drop it on turn 3. I'm trying to think if there's anything that he could play. We know he has Stormwind Champion, but like the only way I could deal with that with Big Game Hunter is if I picked up the spare part for add +1 attack, the Whirling Blades. Then we could just give it to it and kill it. But for now, unless I draw into something better for turn 3, I think that's just going to be my turn 3 play anyway. We could draw with the Arcane Intellect. Depends on what comes down here. Probably a Totem. Unless he has Feral Spirit, then he's probably going to coin Feral Spirit. So anything but the Searing Totem is good. Nope, he gets that? Of course he gets the one that I don't want. Okay. Turn 3. Yeah, let's just drop Big Game Hunter and start pushing. He can't kill it with the Searing Totem. He's going to want to clear this off, and he may use a Lightning Bolt on this, but then he'll be overloaded again. And I'm about to drop a Pilot Shredder. In fact, I could even drop Arcane Nullifier and just confuse the hell out of him. But we'll see what he does. He forgot to attack with the Searing Tongue. Okay, so that's unfortunate. And he has 3 damage here, and yeah, we're going to do it this way. Those will both die and won't be able to kill it still. And I think this game is about to just get completely out of control now. He might play Feral Spirit. If he has Feral Spirit, that's a way to slow me down. Look at my shiny fireball. I'm so happy I got my gold portrait. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Flame Tongue. Now he wants to use Flame Tongue. So do it with this one and then this one, right? I'm going to do it the other way, that and that. It's probably pretty good too. And then you can kill off the big game hunter. Oh, and he forgot to attack with the Searing Totem again. That's unlucky. That's just I don't think it's not like a mistake you're going to make often, but at the same time, it's a little bit rough. And certainly leaving the big game out there kind of just ruined his board because I was able to get rid of the Flame Tongue. So if it wasn't over already, I think that definitely cost him the game there. Definitely should have taken out Big Game Hunter. That's a Frost Shock. Now see, this is a spot where unless you have 4 mana dedicated to spending on a card in your hand, yeah, you could have gone for the Electric Totem and tried to knock it off in 1. And he's toteming anyway, which he didn't get it, but still. I think he's thinking that if he does this here, he's going to be able to kill it next turn. But I got other plans. That will pretty much do it. What if this was a lot cheaper? 7 mana. Dead.
I'm sorry.
And there's a Hex. We got one out. And we're not very far away from lethal now. I don't run any fireballs in this deck though, so let's just draw for the rest of it. And there's Dr. Boom. So I've got 7 on the board, plus my hero power, that's 8. We know he doesn't have any healing in this deck. So I think pushing is optimal here. The question is, can he get rid of this frog without and another part of my board? And ideally it would be Spider Tank. There's no point in getting rid of this unless he just hexes that as well. Like Lightning Bolt won't do anything because it'll just leave another creature behind. He does manage to pull a taunt. That'll slow me down from killing him on the next turn, or at least getting that close. And a Flame Tongue. Okay, okay. Not too bad. So we see him building, building ideas, putting stuff together here. I just think it's a little bit too late. Not killing the big game hunter with that Searing Tongue was really, really costly. And I kind of want to illustrate to you guys, why would you kill this with this when that's just going to die? You kill it with this, which won't die. And then we're going to kill this so that we don't have to worry about its buff. And then, being that we have, let's see, 11. So I mean, we're pretty much going to set up for lethal next turn. So let's just put up that guy. Let's put up this guy. Let's freeze this guy and ping him in the face. And then that should just about do it. Unless he pulls, I mean, he could pull out Sen'jin for another taunt, but we can polymorph that. So I would say, yeah, unless he finds a way to knock off a couple of my creatures, that should be the game. Sorry, bro. Oh, I was going to say, sorry you can't target it, but Fire Elemental can target it. That's right. Nothing else can, though. No spells. Just dudes. Okay, Lightning Bolt. Okay. So what does that leave me with? 6, 7, 7, 8. 8 damage. Oh, look at that. He's getting creative. Okay. Well, let's just make a point here.
just for funsies. Ping ourselves. There you go. You got 1 damage on me so far.
Hello.
And yeah, I mean, he's hoping to pull a taunt out here, obviously, but I think he knows it's over. I mean, there's no way. There's no comeback mechanism. And that will do it for tonight. That will do it for our preliminary rounds. The next match is the finals match, and that will be the end. So, shall we finish them off in style? Good game, sir. I said good game. And I will see you guys in the final video.